All right, UJ fans, welcome to the first game of the season for UJ Esports. We are here with some Rocket League for y'all today, and sadly, you cannot see my beautiful face today because our webcam is not set up. However, I am Verberi, and I will be your host today. Seems like I'm solo casting this, so should be a fun time for all. And it seems like the teams might be getting decided here. Seems like everyone's in the lobby, so we'll be starting shortly. Yeah, no, clicky. It it is definitely just unplugged, but I am not about to figure out where to plug that in at, as I am far too lazy to try to even attempt such a thing. So, no beautiful face today. Y'all will have to wait. I know. Big Sag in the chat, I'm sure, but it is what it is. So, yeah, just gotta wait for both teams to be ready here. Seems like one team is not quite completely ready to begin this game. And we are against Western Michigan today, for anyone curious on what team we're facing. And with that, it seems as though both teams are ready, and it seems like we're going to be starting the first kickoff here of the game. I'm presuming it's going to be a best of 5 series here. A little awkward in that. But we are off with the kickoff, and it seems like it was kind of neither team benefiting too much with it, but UJ does take first possession here. And Aqua Maniac already with a shot on net, but nothing. And it seems like Spicer's going to take it home, but nope, Baba Kanoosh is thankfully there to stop the shot, and Figgy does set it up really nicely. He's trying to get it to slow down above the net, but nothing happens. All three of Team UJ real close to each other. Batman with... Oh, wait. Wait, that was sick, but sadly someone lost connection. Which, yeah, makes it... I mean, it was a 2v1. So it's still kind of sick, but it seems like we're going to have to run it back. Sadly, as his game crashed. I actually don't know what the course of action here is. It seems like they just played out. Yeah, seems like that's what's happening. So yeah, they're just going to play it out until they can join back, it seems like. Which is unfortunate for Western Michigan. But, I mean, you hate to see it. Love having technical difficulties on the first game of the season. Always a good omen. But, you know how it is. Western Michigan is doing quite well, actually, on trying to keep the defense alive. Baba Kanoosh with a little setup. Straight to Batman, who sadly cannot put it in thanks to the defense of Western Michigan. Baba Kanoosh does send it straight down to Aqua, but Fig is there and ready to block that shot. And yeah, Western Michigan just really can't go on the offensive until their buddy rejoins, which is unfortunate. I don't know if he'll be able to rejoin mid-match, but here's hoping for Western Michigan that he is able to. And he is back in the match, so he'll be spawning in here, and he is back. So now it's back to an actual 3-on-3, and we can have some fair competition back at it once again. And Spite does go up for it, and Batman is there to stop the ball. Baba Kanoosh with a nice little pop fly there. Oh, a nice little team play. And No, Aquamaniac does not put it in. Accidentally just puts it a little too high, hits the backboard there. Aquamaniac with a pretty solid contest there in the corner. And Baba Ganoush is able to touch that. So UJ is on the offensive. Maniac hitting it off the corner. I mean, there was a look from Baba Ganoush, but sadly the defense did get there first before he could take a shot. And Figgy does pass it up to Tiger. And it is just bouncing off the corner here. Spite bounces it back off the corner once again, trying to get a little bit more power so it bounces in a more preferable spot for a pass, but not able to connect, and usually is on the offensive once again. UJ is pretty pushed up here, and it seems like Western Michigan is aware of that, and they are going to be playing super aggressive once they touch possession, but nothing is able to conform once again. A good contest from Figgy on that shot from Batman, I believe it was. Ooh, and Spite with the first demo of the day. Ooh, just barely not able to make that shot. Batman is running back on the defensive, and wow, Figgy almost snuck that in. That would have been kind of sick. Oh, and Tiger with a beautiful save there, bouncing it off their backboard. And Baba Ganoush does toss it up a little bit. Not in a great spot, but it keeps the pressure on, which is exactly what UJ is trying to do. And that is a pop fly straight to the net, but Baba Ganoush is there and in net, so he can play some hyper defense here as well. Not a very fun pop fly for them, but Batman does take it up the wall, and he's aerial with it. Sadly, he is out of boost, though, so Tiger can just sit under it and take possession. Baba Ganoush goes up for it, but cannot quite contest, and that is not a savory spot for that ball to be. And Figgy is there and ready for it and gets the equalizer, making it 1-1 for game one here. They got 34 seconds for either team to make a goal, and then it will be going into overtime. Ooh, Figgy just goes for it. Baba Ganoush is trying to play a little bit of the patient game there. But Aquamaniac does take it up the court. Not able to make much of it, but does get a demo here. This might be the chance that UJ is looking for. But unfortunately for them, Figgy does take possession, and it is in a nice spot for Tiger. But Spite does pop it up, making it so it's his possession here. And it's kind of center field. And Figgy with a beautiful defense. I'm thinking Western Michigan is going to want to kill this ball. Yeah. I mean, it's on their side. Not a fantastic place for it to be. And we do go overtime in round one, and Figgy almost with some great momentum off the start, but he did get knocked a little sideways. And Maniac is going to try to take possession of it, but does get bumped by Tiger. And now it's a 1v2 from Spite, and it seems like Spite is only going to be able to throw it in their corner, and Baba Ganoush is there to receive it. Oh, and Baba Ganoush does break Figgy's ankles. Ooh, Batman. Oh, Batman went for something crazy, not quite able to connect, but Aquamaniac is there to keep up the pressure. Baba Ganoush rotating in. However, it seems like the ball is back in UJ's corner. That is going to be a pop fly for Maniac to do some little air tricks on it. That is a nice little setup for Baba Ganoush, who tries it, and he does put it in thanks to the demo by Best Batman, and round one of the series does go to the Jimmies. And a beautiful demo there by Batman. Spite would have saved that easily every day. But Batman said, nah, no thanks. And a good first game for this. Figgy already out of there, but he is back. Maniac asking if he's good. Oh, the yuh? That's hype. Alright, and game two of the series is on the way. About to begin here. And it does seem like both teams are ready to begin. And it does start with a pretty explosive start for UJ here, but not quite able to. Never mind! Aquamaniac daring to spite the commentator's curse and puts it in even after all the blasphemy I was speaking here in the caster's cab. He is not taking the disrespect and takes an early 14-second goal there. Baba Ganoush does take the offensive, bounces, tries to bounce off the backboard. Tiger Radioactive once again does crash out, unfortunately. And it's in the UJ corner. 2v3 here. It is not a good day to be their computer. That is for sure. And that shot almost goes in, but Figgy might just put it in after all. 2v3, that's no problem for Western Michigan, as Figgy does find where he needs to be and puts in a beautiful shot just in the lower corner after bouncing it off the wall slowly, and Radioactive is already back. So now it's back to a 3v3 situation, and during his short time being disappeared, I'm sure he's surprised to see a goal on their side. All of UJ was very pushed up on the same corner there, and it seems like Western Michigan is going to capitalize on that. Not quite able to make a goal there. They were not having any second man pushed up close enough. Ready on the defense. I respect the defensive play. Better safe than sorry, as they say. That's a line drive, but Baba Ganoush does hit it to the wall. And that's going to be bouncing in UJ's corner. Maniac kills the momentum of it, but it does start riding the opposite wall after that contest. Oh, Baba Ganoush might just take this. He might just take this. Passes it to Batman, but Spite is there. Not going to let that happen. And Figgy with the fake for Tiger to try to take the possession, but UJ read the fake, it seems like. And Baba Ganoush not quite able to take that as he was bumped out of the momentum. Ooh, Maniac doing some fake dribbles here. Spite does take it up, and wow, Tiger is up for that. He did miss, but like that was like very close to not missing. That was pretty wild. And Spite does take a demo, so temporary 2v3. And UJ does seem to pull through. Aquamaniac gets a little double there with his aerial. And Baba Ganoush bounces it a little too much power on that backboard hit, and that might be a Western Michigan goal, but nope. They do hit it off to the side. Tiger's going to bring it back, but Batman's just going to say, nah, thanks for the assist. And sadly, Baba Ganoush is not able to put that in for the UJ goal. And Figgy is going to try to see if he can put this in, and he does. The second goal of the game for Figgy. Playing rather well here now. Figgy seems to have gotten into his groove, and in game 2 he is showing a dominant performance. Usually he's going to have to try to keep up with that. Aquamaniac trying to put on a strong start there, just not able to convert, and it is usually on the defensive. Baba Ganoush with a good contest, but the ball is over the net. That's not a good spot for it to be, but Batman was ready for that shot, and Ganoush was ready for the follow-up, and Batman hitting the ball to Ganoush so that he can take it up. It does bounce up high, ready for Batman. Batman fakes. Fig not expecting the fake, but Spite is there, and Fig went for the bump on Maniac to try to prevent that from being blocked, but sadly did miss. So still a 2-1 game. Figgy keeping up the pressure in the corner. Tiger is there, ready for that pass, but Maniac was also there. Passing it to Batman. Oh, a two-man play? That was clean. That was clean. The UJ bias is coming out. Batman and Maniac, you can tell they've been practicing together because My oh my, that little two-man play up the court was beautiful. Every man loves to see that. It is a 2-2 game at the 1 minute 19-second mark. And it does have a fly ball towards UJ's side. Thankfully goes to the corner instead of going into the net. And Maniac does hit it towards the center and gets a little double, keeping the pressure off. A Spite hits it. Ooh, Baba Ganoush with a little overshot for the corner snipe, if that's what I was going for. But I think he was just trying to keep possession and get a little aggro on there. And it is a high fly in the corner for Western Michigan. Tiger Radioactive hits it and goes for the follow-up, but does miss. So Baba Ganoush can just take his time here and just, be comfy. And he's not quite able to stay with the ball after that bump, but does have some pretty good pressure. And Tiger is just popping it high for Figs, and Figs is, playing well, but so is UJ, just trying to keep him off the ball. Both teams utilizing the fact that you can bump people very, very well this game. Seen lots of bumps. I don't know if there's a bump counter on the scoreboard here, but if there is, it would be very high. Sadly, there is not, so no one will know how many bumps this game is, but there's been a few, to say the least. And yeah, Aquamaniac does kill that, but it is in the air. And yeah, as expected, they do just try to get the kill. Too risky. No one wants to have that happen to them. Oh, and that's a good UJ positioned ball, but Baba Ganoush does miss the follow-up. Batman does follow up to have a little hit. Ooh, a little team action there. That was unfortunate for Western Michigan. Baba Ganoush with a far-off shot, and Spite was there to stop it. Tiger bringing it towards Spite, and Maniac is up for it, but Figs was already on the wall, perched like a spider, ready for that ball to fly towards him. Batman bounces it back for Aqua. Sadly, it does go a little too far, but Baba Ganoush already there, ready for it, and Figs ready for that. Man, this is like chess. They're thinking like 14 moves ahead of every single action, bro. And me, I'm no grandmaster. I can't keep up. What's happening? But Baba Ganoush is hitting it up the court. Spite dragging it to the opposite corner. Maniac and Figs having a little contest here. Figs does win, and Tiger goes for the shot, but does miss the shot. Much to UJ's relief, I'm sure. But Baba Ganoush taking it up the court, 1v1 situation. And he does bounce, a double bounce. Ooh, Tiger is there, ready for that block. That could have been dangerous if they let Aqua get his way there. Aqua is ready. Oh, they can't decide which person should take it. And this might not be good for UJ, but thankfully Aqua is able to make it right along the top of the backboard and able to stay out of the net. Ooh, Figs is in a great spot. Thankfully, Aqua was able to contest that ball. And Figs does get bumped out of the way, so not able to keep the possession. Tiger not quite being able to get there. Batman out of boost and out of position, so it's going to be not very savory. A little pinch by Baba and Aqua. That was beautiful to see. A little pass back to Batman, but Figs was already chasing it down, knowing that the pass back was occurring. Oh, and Aqua barely missed that double tap. That would have been hook, line, and sinker in game 2, but no. Figs is going to take it all the way up the court, and he gets a demo on the main defense, but Baba Ganoush is able to get there in time, but Spite is going to be putting it back up for another shot opportunity, but Tiger does get bumped out of the way by Baba Ganoush. Once again, saving UJ's skins, and Aquamaniac is going to take this possession and does miss the corner jump to that ball. Batman kills the momentum and just starts spinning up on it like a cyclone. Aqua's gonna, ooh, they do bump the main defender, but Figs is there, ready for that. They learned from last game for certain, and Spite does get the demo on Batman, making it so it's a little easier to kill their momentum, but UJ keeps it up. Ooh, Baba Ganoush did fake that, but Batman was ready for Figs to read. Tiger Radioactive once again DCing. Poor guy's computer is not having a good day right now. But UJ cannot let down their guard. I mean, These two have proven that they can score on them even without the third man. Both Baba Ganoush and Aqua are able to find the opening with the one man down and able to take game 2 as well. 2 overtimes in 2 games, both being very close throughout the end, is a wild start to this season. But I do believe there will be at least one more game here. We'll see if they ready up, there's another one. If they don't, then there's not. It's that simple. Yes, sir, Clicky, let's go! And they will have to recuperate. West Michigan will have to take a minute. I'm trying to get their buddy back. And, yep, thankfully, he is switching computers, maybe swapping a player. Yep, they're the guy's swapping computers, more so that it stops crashing, as his computer was crashing every, 10 seconds, the poor guy. Heard that, Clicky. My favorite part about computers is how they just don't like working half the time. Ah, now you're fair, Clicky, you're fair. I'm just doing the color commentary as it comes and as it goes, you know? If I gotta repeat myself every now and then, no problemo. All right, seems like there's probably gonna be another, I'd say 5-minute break. Yo, Aquamaniac saying hi to stream. I mean, chat, you might as well say hi back to him, right? I mean, he might be watching, he might appreciate some hellos from good old chat here. But hello, Aqua, if you are tuning in during the break, what's up? Brilliant performance the first 2 games from UJ. It's been unfortunate that Western Michigan has been having some DCing issues. I could definitely say, I mean, both games have been going to overtime, so you definitely could have been a whole other outcome if he never DC'd. but could have been the same either or. But sadly, that is not even being taken accounted for the poor guy. Gotta love computers. Well, since we do have this downtime, and Tiger has come back, so it will be getting started here shortly. But since we have this downtime, for another like minute, uh, the schedule for this week, which I will be repeating this again, so don't worry too much about it. But today we have this Rocket League game. Tomorrow there's nothing, and on Wednesday at 6 p.m. we have Call of Duty. So make sure to tune into that. But enough of that rambling. The third game is a go, and the first possession of the game does seem to be UJ's offense. A little accidentally, Baba Kanish putting it a little bit too far, and Maniac getting a little too feisty there. And Spite does come in from the background like a hawk seeing a rabbit in a field, snagging that beautiful bounce off the backboard by his friend Tiger. And it does seem like Western Michigan gets the first goal of the game with a 17-second goal. Baba Kanish with a little bit of an accidental team bump. And Batman not able to beat Fig there and grabbing that contestation. A little bit of a mosh pit in the back left corner of Western Michigan's side. And Batman getting a double bump. Baba Kanish not quite getting the dunk, but Aquamaniac was ready for the drop and he puts it in, making it a 1-1 game. Baba Kanish with a beautiful assist there, just putting it on the background. And Figgy just not sure where that ball's going to go. Did his best to stop it, but just not able to save it quite in time. Figgy was there ready for that kickoff. And he is going to be playing aggressive, but Batman said, nah, that's my ball. Baba Ganoush puts it towards the goal. Figgy throws it back in the corner. Does not want that being anywhere near getting a goal. Figgy playing brilliant offense there. Against a 2v1 and was able to keep up the pressure. And Figgy just once again pops in. Aqua is going to pass it back to Baba Ganoush. And that is a centered up shot for Tiger, who takes it and scores. UJ just a little too bundled up, it seemed like, in that corner, and just not able to get back in time. Kickoff 4 of the game does go in Western Michigan's favor, but Batman pops it over the head of Tiger, but not over Fig, and Tiger does get a demo. But Baba Ganoush able to contest, pops it off the wall after a 50-50 pinch. And Figgy is taking possession of it, moving very fast, but a little too fast, not able to get the follow-up hit. And it does seem like they are stealing the boost from UJ's side, making it a little bit tricky to get out of this predicament with no boost. But Maniac is able to grab a boost pad and able to keep it up a little pass back to Spite, but Spite did kind of accidentally do a backflip there, a little bicycle kick. Never blame a man. Those are my favorite maneuvers to pull in this game after all, but maybe now's not the time. The ball just moving freely. No one to shackle it down in the corner. It does get a pop fly, and Figgy is there. Figgy is just moving around this field at Mach 50. Tiger does miss the follow-up, so it's a 2v1, or 2v2 I should say, but Figgy was ready for any maneuvers that Aqua was trying to pull on. Tiger with a beautiful prediction on Batman there, but Aqua was ready for it. And Aqua did go for a fake, but Biggie was able to predict said fake. Oh, and Baba Ganoush does win a casual 50-50, going straight into the goal, making it back to a 2-2 game with 1:43 left on the clock. A beautiful touch by Baba right there, just getting a beautiful angle just to slide her in. And Figgy with a beautiful fast kickoff there and takes the back boost for extra measure. Passes it up to Tiger, who bounces it back off the wall. And Baba Ganoush was ready for that double bounce, though. And he does. Ooh, that was almost a sick corner shot by Baba Ganoush. I don't know if that was what his goal was, but if it was, he was very close to achieving it. Batman's a little off in positioning, and that does bounce back to the middle. But Batman is there. But Tiger is there on the defense. And Spite does have an open field a little bit, but is going to bounce it back for Tiger to bounce it back again. The Fig, who's going to bounce it back for Spite. But UJ is just not going to let that happen. They said enough of this. Take the shot or leave. And that is exactly what they were trying to do. But Tiger decides, nah, we're just going to keep it in the corner. Ooh, a beautiful set to middle. Sadly, no one there to follow up on that. And Batman is taking it out, but Spite was ready for that angle. And Maniac putting it down the middle, but Fig sees an opportunity and does miss the net, but keeps the aggression on. And Spite just wins the 50-50 contact push there. And Aqua hits it with an open field and does put that in the corner. A beautiful shot. 3-2, 22 seconds left on the clock. UJ's favor. They just got to play a solid defense for the next 22 seconds here after kickoff, and that will be the set. But I don't think that Western Michigan is going to take that line down, so they will be pulling out their A game here. But Baba Ganoush does win that kickoff and takes the corner boost for extra measure. Batman, with no boost, though, decides to contest it in the corner, and Aqua bounces it towards their side. I mean, they're doing a great job at stalling them here. Oh, Baba Ganoush. Oh, Aqua Maniac saying, you know what, I want some security. You know, our pockets are filling over. Let's fill the other one. Boom, bada, bop. Gets a little bit of a 4-2 split to end this game off. I mean, even after a kickoff goal here from Western Michigan, I do not believe that this will be going in their favor. And it does not seem like they're going to get that anyway. So it is going to be UJ winning the game for today. UJ does kill it, and with that, that is GG's for Team UJ. Taking a good old 3-0 for their first game on of the season. Definitely not going to complain with that. And with that, we are done for today. All right. Let me just tell you all the schedule here first, just so if anyone's curious, all right? So, as I said earlier, no League of Legends this week. It's going to be a bye week for them. But on Wednesday at 6 p.m., we are playing both our varsity and our junior varsity Call of Duty games. So I don't know which one's going to be streamed, but one of them will. And then on Thursday at 6 p.m., we will be playing Super Smash Bros. With the varsity. And at 7:30 p.m., we will be playing the junior varsity as well. So 2 games on Thursday. And then on Saturday at 2 p.m., there will be a Fortnite traditional build. So all of these will be very fun. Make sure to tune in. Get a follow so you get notifications. All the yip yap. I'll save you guys the trouble. It's our first stream of the year. All right, I'll be nice. I won't give the whole ramble, the whole spiel, if you will. But that will be everything for us today. UJ, have a good one. Peace.